Okay folks, I found this at work yesterday and I figured I'd souvenir it because I get a bit depressed, I do get depressed not being with my partner Luigi, being away from him and having to put up with the loneliness that I feel. But what I was going to say is that I get desperate for material to demo with. It's really difficult sometimes to find enough material that's any good. So I try to look, sometimes I get so desperate I look for really scrappy little things, which is really, yeah, and this is it. Colouring to black and white. Okay, let's see what this scrappy thing is. It is a piece of packing tape, and we're interested in this. So this is it here. We're interested in this dotty part. This part that's got dots all over it. So I'm just going to hold it down with my hand. Try to make it straight. Use the camera hand as my button hand. Yeah, this photocopier is on its way out, folks. This photocopier is nearly 6 years old. It's getting up. It's not getting any new, and that's come up looking really quite interesting. A bit dark though. It needs some lightness. Yeah, that looks better. That's a lot more contrasty. We're just going to enlarge a section of this piece, maybe that much. Just trying to make sure I think I can see it just a bit through there. I thought I could. Yeah, that's filling the page better than I thought. It looks a bit wishy-washy. I might darken it a bit. That looks really quite interesting, and I can see an interesting line going through it, which might make a nice, maybe a mirror image. I just hit a button I wasn't meant to hit. Yeah. Yeah, looks better. Still, it's a very faint diagonal, but you can't see it very clearly. It's not clear enough to make a feature of it. I'm going to make it into a movement piece, I've decided. Going to utilise this one. I'm going to make it a black and white piece, folks. Something different. Going to reduce it as well. Yeah, looks a bit too dark actually. Looks nice though. Yeah, I forgot to lighten it. Yeah, still looks a bit dark. In some ways it looks dark and it looks wishy-washy. I do like this version better, or is this version better? Yeah, the colour, the tone in that looks really interesting. We'll use that. We're going to make that our master copy, folks. I'm going to make it a negative image. Trying to get in touch with my partner Luigi through the 6 o'clock news on Channel 9, and it's proving to be more difficult than I ever imagined. It's really difficult trying to get the media onto you. They don't seem to care. They just care about their own agenda, and they just care about the negative news and the celebrities and I forgot to enlarge this reduction. I didn't want that, but it looks really quite nice. But I really miss my partner Luigi, and I'm trying to get on the 6 o'clock news to get in touch with him, and it's really proven to be more difficult than I ever imagined. But I'm going to try. I'm going to be determined not to give up. I get the feeling they want me to give up, folks. I've got the feeling they're trying to wear me down by not playing my material, assuming that they're watching my material, assuming that they're tuning into my shit. I really struggle to believe that my stuff is going to air, or it's being looked at and edited But I'm not going to give up, folks. I have my doubts, but I'm not going to let the doubts bury this campaign. I've come so far. I've worked on it so hard. I've sacrificed sleep. I've sacrificed money, time, opportunities, so I can get to this stage. So, you know, I'm trying my best, folks. I know I am the underdog. I'm not considered the kind of news favourites that my work is. I'm considered perhaps to be last in the priority of the news, but I'm not going to fucking give up. I'm the underdog, and if the underdog can win, well, that'd be a sweet victory than if the favourites win. I know there are heaps of favourites I'm competing with. It's not just one favourite like in a sports tournament. It's most of the shit that comes across to the newsroom, and my work I feel is unpopular, or they don't seem to see it as anything. But like Phar Lap, I'm going to try and come from behind and succeed. Even though it's been a long time in the race, I'm going to stay in the race and I'm going to win. And like Phar Lap, I'm going to be a legend. I've got to think positive, folks. Okay? Got to think positive. Negativity isn't going to get me anywhere, folks. If I let it drown me too much, I mustn't. So, yeah. And that's come up looking really quite a treat. I think I can now call this demo quits.